And hello everyone, welcome to this video of .NET Core. Today I'm going to talk about how to install Entity Framework Core for interaction with several databases, accessing databases. So this is only one of the steps needed to get your .NET ASP.NET Core project or Razor page interacting with databases such as MySQL or MySQL, SQL or MariaDB. I will be doing the MariaDB because it is the most true to the free and open source philosophy among the popular relational databases. So databases, as you might have seen, or you may or may not know, but now I'm just telling you, it's like a big Excel file, except you use command line to interact with it. Okay, or code to interact with it. It's a big Excel or like a spreadsheet-like file. Okay, so what we are going to try to install into our .NET Core project. Okay, so I assume you know what .NET Core projects are. Let me clear this up. You have usually a CS project or something like that, and that is your main .NET Core project. And in this project file, you have a list of things, a list of dependencies you install, and the dependency that you need to install to get it working with databases is this thing called Pomelo.EntityFrameworkCore.MySql, which enables it to interact with MySQL and MariaDB. Okay, so MariaDB is the database I'm looking at, and the way to install it is as you see on this page. It says if you use the .NET CLI command line interface, you just type .NET add package Pomelo Entity Framework Core MySQL version 6.0.1 or whatever version you have. Okay, so this is the Linux way of doing things. There are lots of ways to do it using Windows or using the Visual Studio. I'm not using Visual Studio, so I will use the .NET Core CLI command line interface. Okay, and do it on Manjaro Linux. Okay, so this is the way you add it. Okay, so this is the way you add the packages. So I'm not just going to go show you how to add packages. I'm going to show you how to remove it in case you make a mistake, and also how to list it so that you are not working blind. Okay, so let's do .NET add package. Okay, just make sure you're in this folder where you have your project file, CS project. That's very important. Okay, so .NET add package Pomelo. Okay, of course I have an autocomplete here because I already did it before. If not, you just have this copy and paste. You can just copy and paste this entire command here. Oops, this is not what I intended. Copy and go to the command line, and you just paste it here. Very easy. Okay, so this will add the .NET package into .NET.cs project. Okay, so what does it say here? Package reference for package Pomelo Entity Framework Core.MySql version 6.0.1 added to the file in the home documents into this .NET test.cs project. So let's open the CS project file, and we'll see that Pomelo Entity Framework Core is installed here. Okay, and of course, if it's your first time actually adding these things in, if it's your first time adding these things in, there will be a lot more installs going on. But since it's not my first time, it's my second or third time doing this process, the logs, the output of these logs are much shorter. Okay, now what happens if you found that you actually added the wrong package? Okay, if you accidentally installed the wrong package, which is a very common thing, you can use this .NET remove package command. So you just type, you see this thing just now, .NET add package blah blah blah. Okay, Pomelo Entity Framework Core MySql. Then you have this version. Okay, you can just replace the add with remove, and it should be able to do the job. Okay, however, if you type it like that, you will get an error. So what is the error? Well, you need to actually remove this version number 6.0.1, and that would do it. Okay, then it will say removing package reference for Pomelo Entity Framework Core.MySql from project blah 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 .NET Test CS project. So let's look at the .NET Test CS project, and you will see that now the reference to this entity framework call is now removed. Okay. Now let's say yeah, of course, if you add and remove projects, that's great. You know how to add and remove packages, okay, dependencies, and then behind the scenes, I guess it will run NuGet, but for the .NET Core CLI command line interface, we don't actually interface with NuGet directly. I mean, the .NET CLI will interact with NuGet behind the scenes. I've not interacted with NuGet like directly before, but you interact with it through this remove and adding of packages. So, okay, how do we not work blind? Okay, we like to use this thing called .NET list. So let's do .NET list. Okay, and then it says required command not provided. You're supposed to say .NET list package. Okay, .NET list package is supposed to list you all the packages that are inside this project folder. Okay, your CS project actually. Okay, and then you'll say this unable to read package reference from project, blah blah blah. Okay, please make sure that your project file and project JSON file are in sync by doing this restore. So how do you do this restore command? You just use .NET restore and let it do the rest. Okay, .NET restore. Okay, and now you just type .NET list package. Okay, so it's 4 commands here, and then say no packages were found for this framework. No packages were found for this framework. No packages were found for this framework. So .NET list package says no packages were found for this framework. So if you want to test whether this listing thing actually works, you can go and try this add package again. Okay, add this, and then of course add this package, and then you want to test it, test the list command by .NET list package. So this will actually show you that listing that this command is able to list all the packages that are being installed into this project file. Okay, if you type .NET list package, you'll see that Pomelo.EntityFrameworkCore is inside here. Then of course, if you remove the package, you will remove it, and then of course you will need to restore, do a .NET restore before listing, so that you will be able to see that now there's literally nothing installed here. Okay, so in this video we just covered a few things about .NET CLI command line interface, how to install Pomelo Entity Framework Core for MariaDB, how to remove it, and how to list packages, and of course run .NET restore so that you can see the packages properly. Okay, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching.